Peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. This is your brother Talib from the Brother Talib Show. I just got something to really give to some of the people, the African diasporans, and those people who have been, you know, really caught up into the negativity of the dissension and the discord between the Arabs, Muslims, or Arab people that have had something to do with slavery. And just wanted to let you know what they're saying, the people that I'm going to show you in video footage, to the people who their ancestors or the people in the past have done the wrongs and errors that they've done. So just hang in there with me and take a look at what I'm about to show you. All right, ready? Let's get it. Are you ready? Oh, sorry. I guess the intro is not there right now, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a little quick view of few video footage that I had come across, and just so you guys out there with this mentality of like that is really putting a block on the African diaspora and other people coming to Africa trying to make their way, repatriation, especially with the Muslims and myself making hijrah to Africa, and then all the discord and disunity with the Muslims with their Arab brothers and so forth because of what they have been pretty much revealed. Everything has been put out there. Plenty of videos of people doing videos without any real, substantiated proof. But, I'm just putting these videos out. But I already know the actual proofs that have been there, that has been apologies. It has been some sort of trying to redeem and make amends for what the evils that was done in the past by the Arab, supposedly Muslims, and what they did to African Muslims as well as non-Muslims, and took them into slavery before the transatlantic slavery. And then some of them also played a role in helping the Europeans, that was the worst of the slavery upon our people and ancestors that was actually put upon us. They helped them as well, some of them, but it was not from the understanding and the guidance of Islam. It was from the people's error and who they are as a person, or the people, and who they were in cahoots with to do these things. But then you have the time has gone past, and you have nations that grew out of these Arab nations, and people who were not for that were Arab, and they're not a part of that, and they know Islam is definitely not a part of it. So this is why they apologize, as I'm going to show you right now. All right, ready? Okay, just bear with me for a second. Sorry. Here we go.
العبيد بيض، أكثر العبيد في صدر الإسلام بيض، لكن اشتهر السود بأنهم عبيد لأنه في فترة من الفترات كان الناس يذهبون إلى أفريقيا ويسرقون الناس من أهاليهم ويبيعونهم ظلما من أفريقيا، فاشتهر أو التصق اسم العبد بالأسود.
And if you notice, there's a caption, of course, and it translated into English of what the brother is saying in Arabic. He's saying this isn't talking in relation to the human trafficking of black people in the Middle East was un-Islamic. This is what this sheikh, this brother, is saying. You understand? And if you can't read, you can go back and rewind the recording or whatever. In my video, rewind it and read it yourself, or even try to find the video. It's in TikTok. This is where I came across it, and one of the brothers had sent it and posted it in their post on Facebook. But it's clear, and there's more. There's more than this. This is just a small amount, so I'm just letting you see. All right.
وهذا ليس بصحيح.
And now this is none other than one of the most famous African Arab leaders, known as Ammar Gaddafi. Okay, Ammar Gaddafi, right? So he's speaking to the Arab, I think it's the Arab Union, if I'm correct. So anyway, and the African Union, I think. Yeah, I think it's the African Union. It could be the Arab Union, but I think it's the African Union. So, but basically, he's speaking on behalf of all Arabs, as it says, on behalf of the Arabs. I'd like to condemn, apologize, and express deep sorrow. That's the first statement. Listen and read the rest of it. You can, if you can, go back again and read it again, so then you can see. And do your own due diligence and search for with your intent to know the truth, not the intent to base yourself of bringing some video out like the last one that I've dealt with, which was Bijor Noor, on the stuff she was bringing from an African Arab that was from Zanzibar, right? Omari, African Arab, and what he played the role in enslaving, slaves in Africa, and then even helped the Europeans to do perform the transatlantic slavery as well. He helped in that, but he was one out of all the many of the Arab brothers and sisters that do not practice this. So this is, but he's saying on behalf of the ones that did this. Now listen.
العرب باعتذار والتأسف الشديد للسلوك الذي سلكه العرب وخاصة الأغنياء.
Okay, for the conduct of some Arabs, especially the wealthy among them. Okay, the conduct of some Arabs, not all of the Arab nation or African Arab nations of people, because we all mix pretty much. We're all mixed, but our ancestry is Africa. And people just get blinded through color. Like I say, Crayola crayons, but we are human beings. That's what it all basically comes down to. And Islam is what binds us. Islam is what binds the Arab, non-Arab, the African, the European, and the Asian all over this earth, if you don't already notice. When we go to Mecca, we stand together and we march and do the circumambulation of the Kaaba. There's no racism as far as doing that. Now, after those practices, which is our religious practice and what we have to do, then outside of that, we've heard of situations, and some of them, as we know in Islam, the Quran, Allah has mentioned and let us know that the shaitan is not locked up during the Hajj. He's not locked up during the pilgrimage for the Muslims to go to Mecca. So he's going to still get you up here. He's going to still get you in here if your heart is messed up like that. If your heart is a disease with racism, I don't care where you are on this earth. And this person, this being that has the knowledge to go in and to go in and whisper into your mind and make you think the way you think with racism, and thinking you're better than another, or you shouldn't have any interaction with your brother. That's you. That's that person. That's those people who did those slavery moves. Not the whole nation, not the whole ummah, not the whole community of the Muslims around the world. Don't paint the whole image on everyone. Deal with those individuals. And as he's saying, the ones for the conduct of some Arabs, especially the wealthy ones, because they were trying to build their wealth. And that guy that I've mentioned in the other video, reaction to Bijor Noor, Tipu Tip, whatever his name was, he was one of those Arabs or African Arabs that happened to have money and was able to do these things. You got to have money to do this. It's not something you can go and just do it on your own. No, he had to pay people to do the slave driver and grab these people and take them and go into these villages and massacre the people. He had to pay them to do that. They had to get paid. It was about money. Okay, mostly that's what it was about: wealth and power. Than even a race. So, anyway, let's continue. Towards the African brothers, they did this towards it. Look at it, they got African brothers sitting there. The wealthy Arabs treated their African brothers in a disgraceful way in the past.
ممارسة مخجلة اتجاه إخوانهم الأفارقة، حيث شروا
They brought
الأطفال
children and took them to North. They brought children and took them to North Africa,
وجلبوهم إلى شمال أفريقيا وإلى الجزيرة العربية
to the Arabian Peninsula, to the other Arab regions.
وبقية المناطق العربية التي تقع بين هذين الإقليمين، واستعبدوهم
Subjugated them and traded in them, traded them to others.
واشتروهم وباعوهم.
They engaged in slavery and human trafficking. Again, who were these people? Them, they were the ones, they were the culprits. Not me, not my ancestors, or not my brothers from Saudi Arabia that I've stepped in and they gave me their hospitality to be able to go and do the things that I did in their homes or areas where I was at when I was there. Or in Morocco, I had brothers that greeted me in Morocco and allowed me to go into their house and they fed me and my family. I had Moroccan friends. I had Somali friends. Yes, took me into their home, their family, looked out for my family. I looked out for his. They're like North Africans or East Africans, better to say. Really, actually, they're East Africans, but they have mixture with Italians and Africans from Ethiopia. You understand? So okay, because that they have mixture of whites, so they're not African, or they're not African enough, or if they had anything to do with slavery because they were Arab Africans, or per se, if you want to say it that way. No, this is not the point. The point is who did it, and they should be held accountable, not the whole entire. And that's the point I'm bringing.
ومارسوا تجارة البشر بشكل مشين. الحقيقة نحن نخجل أمام إخواننا الأفارقة عندما نتذكر هذا. يعني نخجل من الذين مارسوا هذه الممارسة، وخاصة أغنياء العرب الذين نظروا لإخوانهم الأفارقة نظرة العبودية والدونية، وهذا لا يختلف عن عمله الغرب من أمريكا إلى أوروبا تجاه الأفارقة، عندما عاملوهم في البداية كحيوانات واصطادوهم اصطياد، ثم عاملوهم كعبيد، ثم عاملوهم كمستعمرين.
Muammar Gaddafi was really brave for doing that. Some of these guys probably don't want to hear that because they got their position as a wealthy Arab. Like this guy right here. I said, I can't say he did any harm. I don't know. There's no, if we don't have any documentation or proof to say that he was involved in slavery, I can't say that. But look at his face. He may not want to be hearing it. Who knows? Allah knows best. But some of the Arabs that know that it's evil and they're against it. And they spoke against it plenty of times that I've heard it. I've heard it on the membars from the scholars. Because we know this is not a part of Islam. We know that. Okay?
استعمروهم واستغلوهم حتى هذا اليوم. فأنا أقدم الحقيقة الاعتذار والأسف لتلك الممارسات.
In a small villa on the outskirts of an African city on the Red Sea, he gathers the children of his prostitutes in what is officially called an orphanage. Actually, it is a training school for slaves. For the first few months, the mothers can visit their children. Then, the Greek takes over, rearing the children and training them until they are old enough to be of commercial interest to the traders of the Middle East. Prices vary according to age, color of skin, and the work the child is intended for.
So, basically, this sheikh that I just showed you, and then Muammar Gaddafi and others have gone against it, spoke against it, clarified that it's un-Islamic. You understand? That it's not part of the brotherhood. How can you do this to your own brother of Islam? Look down upon him because he's not rich like you, or because he's not your tribe. And tribalism clarifies the destruction of the society of the people, because they cannot keep unity between each other. They cannot keep respect. They cannot keep peace. But Islam means peace as well as submission to the Creator, because the Creator is the one who has power over all these tribes, all these nations, all these creations. So everything is focal point is to giving and pleasing him. All his creation. He has created all things, and everything was created to please him. So we don't look down upon no one when you know and you have that connection. You know better to look down. But when a Muslim doesn't implement that which is supposed to be in his heart and his mind, of that what I'm talking about, that connection with their Creator, they're going to do these things. They're going to be evil. They're going to go beyond what or outside of what they're supposed to be. But they have to be held accountable, as Allah's going to hold them accountable for it, especially if they don't straighten up and repent to it and redeem themselves with the people that they harmed. Know that. So I just want to leave that off. And I hope that some of you got the gist and you take it and take heed and really look and see what the problem is and where we need to get past. We need to get past this. There cannot be no unity until we establish our unity upon worshiping our Creator and pleasing him first, number one. And then going forth to build up with intentions to pleasing him and intentions to doing good for each other, all of us, not just for your own selfish needs and your selfish wants and want for power and prestige and money. There you go. Or think that you're better because you're a shade color different. It's foolishness. It's ignorance. So again, till next time, peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. It's your brother Talib from the Brother Talib Show. Don't forget to click the like button or smash the like button. And, don't forget to subscribe to me. I got more to come. I got other videos in the past that you may want to look at. And it's not all about this stuff. It's got some good stuff, some positive stuff, stuff to uplift your soul, stuff to let you know about the good of Islam too. Besides, and then some fun stuff too. So keep up with me and share the video as well. I appreciate it. Till next time, peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons.